In early times, evil spirits were thought to possess people and make them act in strange and frightening ways. By the 1800s, the study of this hysteria led some doctors to believe one person could have separately functioning personalities. In this rare research film from the 1920s, a woman has different personalities who believe they are separate people. One is a male who is not comfortable in women's clothes. Another is a small child. The affliction has been known by different names but recognized for centuries. Today it is called multiple personality disorder. A college student has many personalities, and one of them wants to kill her. A 40-year-old policeman has living within him a tortured child.
But Dad, can you tell me?
A wife and mother becomes a 5-year-old who is just learning to write her name. Why have they become tormented and broken into different personalities? What is the childhood pain that lies buried in the unknown depths of their minds? How can they search for the deadly memories that hold the secrets of their past and the promise of their healing?
Twice a week, Gretchen walks across town to see her therapist. She can't afford a car because what little money she has goes for therapy. Gretchen is divorced and has 2 children who she hardly ever sees.
It just hit me that I'm 34 and that I should be, you know, with my kids, mothering my kids, and I should already have a career and I should already be somewhere doing something.
For most of her adult life, Gretchen has had severe psychiatric problems. She's needed treatment for years, but doctors never agreed about why.
Okay, good time to come out.
I didn't know and I was waiting.
No, this is a good time. This is a good time. We were talking about anger.
I know I don't like...
2 years ago, Gretchen was diagnosed with multiple personality disorder. She struggles to function every day and is desperately trying to understand what is wrong. Gretchen's problems began when she was a child.
I always felt different. I didn't feel like I was like everyone else or anyone else. And I thought I was crazy, and I would hear that in my head too. We are so good at hiding ourselves and appearing normal. I don't want people to think I'm crazy. I don't want to appear abnormal in any way. I want to fit in.
All of these categories would be considered subordinate.
Gretchen has returned to school to finish her degree. She is an honor student at a small college in upstate New York.
Okay. Anything else?
I want to clarify. I thought that subordinate was a higher, more general, and superordinate. Okay. I've got it backwards?
You got it backwards. Right. Superordinate.
Gretchen is also studying art and has classes in painting and sculpture.
It's difficult for me in school a lot. Something occurs in the class, and we're instantly overwhelmed. I need to find a safe place. I need to run out of the room and find a safe place to be.
When Gretchen is in distress, she switches to a personality that is emotionally stronger.
You know, if Gretchen's having a hard day, I come out and I go to class. I take exams. I study. And a lot of that's easier for me to do than it is for her. I just seem to pick up concepts faster. She gets so nervous and stuff.
An aggressive personality emerges when Gretchen must be assertive and handle stressful situations. The personality, who goes by the name of myself, is often hostile and critical of Gretchen.
She gets so overwhelmed that she can't think clearly. She becomes frightened, she becomes depressed and non-functional. She just doesn't function. She will just sit and do nothing. When others come out, I don't always know what's happening. What happens to me is I get pulled in I feel like I'm just shutting down. I'm very far away. I can't, and I have no conscious awareness of what's going on out here.
Keep very still.
When Gretchen switches to another personality, she is often unconscious while the other personality is in control. Sometimes she loses hours, sometimes a whole day. Gretchen communicates with her other personalities by writing back and forth in a journal.
It's my writing myself.
Each personality has a different handwriting.
I requested when we started this that please, when someone is out, will they please write the date, the day, and the time, and where they were, who they might have seen. If they would please give me an idea of where the body's been. Because it was hard for me not to know where this body's been, to come out and find myself in a place or realize that half a day's gone. Did we go to class? Did we meet who we were supposed to meet?
Gretchen is troubled by disturbing images and having feelings of uncontrollable panic. As Gretchen studied one night in the library, someone nearby began to clean with a vacuum. The sound caused her to panic, and she started to run. We tried to help. Gretchen experiences panic attacks that are triggered by certain sights and sounds. The attacks can happen any place, at any time.
All right, what are we going to do?
What do you need to do?
Go somewhere safe. Go somewhere safe.
Hate, 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 hate.
Gretchen is mutilated by a personality that feels she should be hurt and punished. The mutilation takes the form of cutting and happens outside of Gretchen's knowledge or control.
She cut pretty seriously and left it in the book for me. I mean, when I came out, I was a mess. I was covered, and the book was covered with the blood.
One night, Gretchen was working in the art studio at school when a destructive personality took control. She found herself with cuts on her arm and blood on her clothes. Gretchen returned to school to see what had happened. What happened here, Gretchen?
Oh, we got cut. Last I remember, it was 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. And I don't remember anymore. I didn't know that we'd been cut till the next afternoon. I need to clean this up.
Okay. The mutilation has been happening for years. Hundreds of cuts have been inflicted on Gretchen's arm and on other parts of her body. But this cutting is more serious than most. Her life is becoming unmanageable and dangerous.
I need to know what happened to me so that I can deal with it and heal from it. I can't heal from something I don't know what it's about. I need to understand it as best I can so that I can go on with my life.
Gretchen traveled 2,000 miles to get specialized treatment at a psychiatric hospital in Texas, which has a specialty in treating multiple personality disorder.
There's one thing to get a memory.
Hospital therapy focuses on recovering repressed memories. Like Gretchen, everyone here is struggling to come to terms with the truth about their past.
Being able to accept what you're getting, your memories, may mean that you also have to accept something about someone you don't want to. What's the most painful thing about it?
Believing that that really happened
To you?
to this body. I know I could hear the screaming in my head to run, but there wasn't anywhere to run. I was in a corner, I think. Except that I can see my body as a child, as it was as a...
Gretchen explained her increasingly vivid flashbacks to her therapist at the hospital, who was Kevin Hinckley.
You've been asking for a long time. Years you've been asking inside to get memories.